All right, greetings YouTube gang. Got a little project I picked up yesterday. The unwanted little vacation due to the Rona. Kind of climbing the walls, looking for something to do while this all kind of passes, and we keep out of the path of the fungus. So, came across this on Facebook a couple of days ago. Had it still available. A little bit of a drive for me, about an hour and a half each way, but definitely worth it. Nice day for a drive yesterday. A little windy, but not exactly summer. We got the snowflakes flying today, so we're down in the basement starting to take it apart and start cleaning it up a little bit. Have to wait till it warms up before I can get outside with the hose and get this thing cleaning on the inside part. But it's a 68, 6,000 BTU General Electric Fashionette unit. Here's the serial number tag. HD is 1968. I think it was August of 68. So again, I picked this thing up, 40 bucks. Couldn't pass up the deal, and started taking it apart. So far, looks pretty clean, surprisingly so. There's the outside of the coils. There's the condenser coils on the back. Here's the evaporator coils on the front. We've got our fan. Don't see too much inside there. And the other side here. My apologies, I fat fingered my phone there. So here's the other side of the unit. Slide around in the back here. There's our condenser fan. See the compressor in there. I'll flip it upside down here in a second. But yeah, overall pretty clean. A little bit of corrosion here and there, as to be expected on a 52-year-old unit. Over here we've got the case. There's the outside. It's nice, there's no broken plastic at all on this one or any cracks in the Lexan case. All the side fins are intact. Here's our front grille, or the front top grille I should say, with the individual rotating vents. I just have it sitting on there for now to come off. So there's the inside of the case where the unit drops in and sits. You can see kind of the rusty outline of the metal chassis where the unit was sitting. So we'll get that cleaned up. There's the front grille, again in perfect shape, just a little dirty. Got the filter frame with the unit. The filter was in there, but it was completely dry rot. It just crumbled when I took the front grille off, so we'll get some new material on there and get that fixed up. And then this is the inside grille for the fan. This snaps over. Got some little quick connectors, little push nuts. It just fits over the 4 studs, just kind of like a carry cool or one of the other units, same idea. Just keeps the filter from getting sucked through the fan. And then here's the side wings. I had to pull the old louvers off. The vinyl was just completely disgusting, petrified, gross, black. It was pretty nasty. It was definitely the worst part of the unit. The bottom ring for the louvers and the 2 retainer strips. So we'll get some new material in there and get that fixed up. Let me flip the unit up and get you a shot there. All right, here's a shot of the underside. Sorry for the poor lighting. There's not a lot of room down here to maneuver around, but there's the fan motor in there. I don't know if you can see too much of that. GE fan motor. I'll pop this thing out and clean it up good and oil the back end bearing. There's an oil port for the outside. I'll need to loosen it up from the inside here to get into the evaporator side bearing, but a little penetrant on those. We'll get those loose and we'll get her cleaned up. So yeah, there's a little bit of rot on the frame here. Got let me zoom out a little bit here. little bit of rust action going on. Getting a little thin, but it's not too bad yet. Inside of the coils are actually quite good, amazingly so. I was impressed that this thing wasn't completely packed full like some of the other ones I've had. I think the previous owner did do some help. He had a piece of window screening stuff down in between the fan and the case on the outside to collect any tree lint and cottonwood seeds and things. You turn you sideways here, you can see the evaporator coils. They're not too bad inside. So overall, it's not going to take a whole heck of a lot of cleaning. It doesn't stink, which is nice. There's no wafting odors of cigar or cigarette out of this thing, so it looks like it was in a non-smoker home, thank God. So I have to get that stink out of there. It doesn't smell like mildew or anything either. So it just needs a little structural help, and I think I'll get some of that rust reforming primer on here and kind of convert some of that rust over, and then we'll do a drain hole mod on the case and keep it from rusting any further. So I should have a little bit of life left in it. Let me pop it back down and we'll give it a quick fire up. All right, we'll go ahead and give it a fire up here. I'll admit I had to cheat. I had to hit it with my hot air heat gun a little bit to get the thermostat to cycle. It's a little chilly down here in the basement today, so probably about 60 degrees, my guess. It wouldn't quite cycle on. So, but we'll just do a quick start up here. Just do the fan. It is a quiet unit on low. I was rather surprised. Highs noticeably more. Let's start the compressor. Pardon my finger. Pardon my finger again. There you have it. 1968 GE Fashionette 6000 BTU. I'll get this cleaned up here over the next week or so, and once I get it, hopefully it'll warm up enough we can get it installed and do a couple more videos. Do one once it's cleaned up, and then we'll do another one once we get it installed, once it warms up a little bit. But looking real forward to it. It's a nice little unit. I'll have kind of the trifecta of GE units: the 65 Thinette, the 68 Fashionette. I've got my 74 JCPenney Fashion Air clone, and then I've got a 82 or 84 4000 BTU Portacool hot point. So I'll have a kind of a whole range of evolution of the spine fin GE air conditioners, you know, except for the very oldest, you know, the actual original thin line and low thin line, but kind of see how they've evolved in their design and everything over the years. It's pretty interesting. All right, that's all for now. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, give me a comment, any questions, be happy to answer them. Talk to you guys soon.